This is my second time filming this video. I hope it comes out better this time. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Glory here, and today's video is going to be about my nursing school journey. Not really how I studied for nursing school, but how I got into nursing school. Because getting into nursing school for me was very challenging. I had a very hard time getting into nursing school. I applied to so many different schools and I kept getting rejected like over and over and over again. So I just wanted to talk to you guys because I just feel like this was the kind of video I would have liked to see back in like 2015, 2016 when I was going through this journey of trying to get into nursing school because I was feeling so discouraged. So hopefully this video will be encouraging for you guys and that you can find it very helpful and it motivates you to keep going. Okay, so before I start rambling on about other things, let me just get right into this video. So a little bit of background on me. I'm not a traditional nursing student, or I wasn't a traditional nursing student. I think I started nursing school when I was about 25 or 26. I already had my bachelor's degree from a previous university. I had 2 degrees already, one in public health and one in African American studies. And yeah, so I didn't always know that I wanted to be a nurse. I originally wanted to be a PA, which is a physician assistant. And when I went to college the first time around, I was doing it with the intent that I was going to apply to PA school after I finished my undergrad. So even though I had a public health degree, I did take a lot of science classes because I had the intention of going to PA school, which obviously never happened. I never actually even applied to PA school. So when I was in undergrad, So when I was undergrad, I literally, initially when I first started, I was doing well. I was good. But then my grades just started to go bad. Like I just started getting horrible grades. Mostly because I've always really struggled with math. I am not a math person. I don't understand. I never have. It's not my thing. The sciences, yes. The math stuff, not so much. So whenever I had a class that was very math heavy, like very math based, I always struggled in it, which was chemistry. Chemistry is very math based. So I failed chemistry in my undergrad years. I failed chemistry, I had to retake that. I took anatomy physiology again in undergrad and I got like a C+. And I'm not trying to make excuses because honestly, I own my grades, I own my past, I own my academic history because it's not all good. Yeah, so I own my academic past. Like I know I have a lot of, F-ups on my transcripts, you know what I mean? But for anatomy physiology, that one hurt the most because I got a C+ in it. Because that's a class that normally I would have done really well in, but at the time when I was taking it, I was dating this guy, which honestly, lesson learned. The people you surround yourself with, honestly, they will either help you get to your goal or they'll keep you from it. Okay, so I was in this guy where instead of him to be like, okay, yeah, let's go to class, he would be like, oh no, babe, skip class, don't go to class, don't study, and me being a stupid young 18, 19-year-old, I'm like, yeah. I was so dumb. So I wouldn't go to class. Oh God, I'm so embarrassed. I didn't go to class. I got a C+. It was horrible. And then I had to take, what else do you take for nursing prereq? Oh, microbiology. So microbiology again. Listen to this, guys. I started taking microbiology my senior year of undergrad. And at this point, I already had an idea that I wanted to go into nursing, but I wasn't quite sure yet if I really was sold on nursing, but the idea was in my head, okay? So I was starting to take the prereqs for, geared towards nursing, okay? And microbiology is one of them. So I registered for microbiology, well, I can't talk. I registered for microbiology. Okay, sorry, my camera cut off. So I was talking about microbiology. So I registered for microbiology my last year at uni, and so embarrassing. I was so lazy, guys. Oh my God, I was such a lazy student. So I didn't study for my first exam. I remember really well not studying for my exam, like sitting in my dorm, chilling, relaxing, not doing anything. I take the first exam and I actually got I'll never forget this. I got a 79 on that first exam. I called my mom and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna drop a class. And she was like, why? Like, you know, her little accent, her little African accent, I can try to do it. Marota, why are you going back to class? I have a horrible African accent. I won't do it anymore. Let me swear you guys, actually. Let me just talk about normal because I can't do the African accent. But anyways, so she's like, yeah, why are you going to class? So I'm just like, oh, honestly, I just don't like taking it right now. I came up with every single excuse you could think of, okay, to not take this class. So I ended up dropping it. So now I have a W on my transcript. And then remember when I mentioned that I'm really not good at math, so I had to take pre-calculus, I failed that, I had to retake that again, all this stuff, right? Now, I know I'm like laughing and smiling right now, but at the time, after I graduated, when I looked at my transcript, I was just like, wow, I was so disappointed in myself. So I'm like, this is not a reflection of who you are as a student. You know what I mean? Like, these grades are horrible. Like, they don't look good at all. Who's gonna want to take you as a PA or as a nurse? You know what I mean? But honestly, looking back, I feel like what it was the most was that I just did not have any confidence in myself, and I was just being lazy. Like, before I even take a class, I would just psych myself out. I would tell myself, oh, you can't do this class. It's too hard. You're not smart enough. You can't do it. You're dumb. Like, these are things that I would say to myself. I know it's crazy, but like people, and I know other people do this too, where they talk so negatively about themselves and you think that it doesn't make a difference, but it really, really does affect you. So I would always psych myself out, like, oh, I'm taking chemistry. And I remember even before I even took chemistry, I was like, I'm gonna fail. Like, there's no way I'm gonna pass this class. I'm not smart enough. And guess what? Sure enough, I sure did fail, okay? I feel like whatever you say out of your mouth and things that you think about yourself and the energy you're like, you know, giving this to even to yourself, it really affects you because it kind of just changes and molds your actions as well. So because I thought I was gonna fail, I put in failure work. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? So yeah, so let me continue on. So anyway, so I graduated from university, and I think I graduated with a 3.1 or something like that. I don't remember exactly. I did take classes in other universities or other community colleges. So when I actually put together all of my classes in all my different schools that I went to, my GPA was like below a 3.0. It was like a 2.9 or something like that. So eventually, what made me actually really go into nursing, because I told you guys before that I wasn't actually sold on nursing yet, but what made me actually just fall in love with nursing profession was when I went to go shadow a nurse at one of the major hospitals here. She was a ANP, so advanced practicing nurse, and she specialized in ears, nose, and throat. And I shadowed her for about a month. And after that 1 month period of me shadowing her, that's when I was like, you know what? I am sold. I fell in love with the nursing profession. I love how you can be there for somebody in their most vulnerable time. You know what I mean? Because being in the hospital, I mean, come on, if you've ever been hospitalized or been to hospital, it's scary. You don't know what the hell is going on. You're just, all these thoughts are racing through your head. You know, you're thinking, oh my God, am I gonna die? All this stuff, you know what I mean? It's scary. So imagine being there for somebody and being able to calm their nerves and reassure them and just be there for them, take care of them in that time of need. You know what I mean? So I fell in love with nursing. I fell in love with it. And I told myself, you know what? This is what I want to do. And I'm going to work damn hard to get here. So here comes my turnaround. So before I just told you, let's recap. I failed pre-calculus, I failed chemistry, I got a C+ in anatomy and physiology, I had a W for microbiology. The only class that I took that I did well in was like biology, like basic regular bio, and that was it, right? So once I was more focused, honestly, I started going on this weird spiritual journey where, because in this time frame, I was so depressed and so sad because I was applying to different jobs initially with my degree. Nobody would hire me, right? I was up to my eyeballs in freaking student loan debt, right? And I couldn't pay it, I didn't have a good job. I was gonna pay like $10 an hour at the job that I was working at. I was super, super duper depressed. And I want you guys to understand the kind of state of mind that I was in at the time period. I was really depressed, really sad, just in this weird funk. I think I even made a video at one point on YouTube just saying how I was sad and depressed and things weren't going the way I wanted to go. So yeah, so once I decided to go for nursing, I started applying for nursing schools, and the mistake that I made was that I didn't even bother trying to retake in the classes that I had failed. I was like, you know what, they're gonna take me how I am. No, they ain't. They are not, and they don't have to, girl. I got into no schools. I applied to over 20 different schools and I got into none of them, okay? So then I'm telling myself, okay, maybe I should just give up. I'm too old. You know, I'm way too old. Because if I go to school, this is a conversation I'm having with myself, right? I'm telling myself I'm too old. If I go to school, it's gonna be another 3 years of schooling again and all this stuff. And oh, I don't have the money. Just excuses of why I shouldn't do it and how I can't do it. Again, negative thinking, right? So then, again, like I started going more on the spiritual journey. So I was like praying more and I was talking to people more and I was trying to rearrange and change my mentality and how I talk to myself. So every time I would think of a negative idea, I'm like, no, you can do this. Oh, you're too old. I'm like, listen, there's people starting nursing school and medical school when they're like 50, 45, whatever, 25. Then I'm thinking to myself, oh, the time involved. Listen, the time will pass anyways, okay? The 3 years you're talking about, the 3 years will come by anyway. Why not be a nurse at the end? Why not have reached your goal at the end of those 3 years? You know what I mean? So I just kept telling myself those kind of things. And then I was like, you know what? I keep getting rejected from all these schools. And I was like, you know what? My grades are horrible. I'm looking at my transcript and I'm like, you know what? I wouldn't take me. I wouldn't want me as a student. Okay, I wouldn't even want me as a student. And I'm thinking to myself, like, you need to be the kind of nurse that you yourself want, or you want your family member to have. So you're gonna have to retake all these classes, Gloria. This is me, again, I'm always talking to myself, but listen, you're gonna have to retake all these classes. And so I told myself, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna retake every single one of these classes, but this time I will get an A in every single one of these classes. And that's what I did. I started on my journey in 2015, retaking all those classes, retook micro, retook anatomy, retook everything, and got A's, right? And then I reapplied again to nursing schools. And this time I got that one yes. So I retook all those classes again, and this time I got an A in every single one of those classes. And the main difference I can say from when I first took it and I did badly and failed, and this time, was my mentality, was my work ethic. I went in there thinking, you know what, you are strong, you are smart, you are intelligent, you can work hard, you can achieve your goals. And I feel like once I changed my mentality and once I actually just tried to get more confidence in myself, you know what I mean? That's when I started doing better. And I feel like another thing that I did that really helped was that I tried to cut out people in my life that were negative. So back when I was in university, I was dating this guy that would always say just really horrible negative things to me all the time. Like, oh, you're not smart, you never be a nurse, you never be a PA, you never do this, you never be able to YouTube. Always telling me negative things, and I internalized those things and I believed them. So once I cut that person out, and some other people too, I cut them out of my life, it was much easier to, I guess, like, I don't know, glow up. I'm not talking about physical, obviously. Glow up as in emotionally, mentally glow up, you know what I mean? So that's something you might have to consider when you start this journey, is like, don't listen to the naysayers and the negative people. You will always have people telling you that you can't do it. Because, let me just tell you a little quick example. So when I was applying for nursing school initially, and I was going to various schools, meeting up with different advisors, I met with this one advisor at the school, okay? And I remember I was so excited to go to the school and meet up with them. And I go to the advisor, and he looked at my transcript, and at that point I had already retaken, like, I think 2 of the classes, like microbiology, anatomy, and I already gotten the A, okay? He was looking at my transcript and he was like, yeah, your grades are horrible. He was like, you will never be a nurse. Never. Literally told me I would never be a nurse, my grades are horrible, like all this stuff. And I remember going back home, literally, and my mom was so excited, she was waiting for me at the door. She's like, oh, how'd it go? And I was like, oh my God, he told me I would never be a nurse and I'm not smart enough, that it'll never happen for me, I should just give up right now. And I literally, guys, I fell into my mom's arms and I started bawling. Like, I was like ugly Kim Kardashian, crying hysterically. And she was like, you're crying because that means that you believe what he's saying. And I was like, at the time I was like, yeah, he's right. I can't do this. You know what I mean? And thank God for mothers. Like, my mom was always there giving me such encouraging words. I'm getting emotional. Giving me such encouraging words, telling me that I can do it, that She was like, listen, this man, he does not control your destiny. Okay, God's in control. And the only way that you will not be able to do this is if you don't even try. So you just have to try it and give it your all. And she's like, I know you can do this. And she kept telling me she just had faith in me, that she believed in me. And I needed to hear the words, you know what I mean? So yeah, you will always meet people who are going to say like, oh, you can't do it, or you're not smart enough, oh, whatever. Ignore them, okay? I met people in nursing school that were pregnant during nursing school, that had 2-3 jobs. Hello, I had 2 jobs when I was in nursing school, that were married with kids, that I had 2 women in my program that were like over the age of 60 years old. Don't let anything get in your way. If this is your dream and this is what you want to do and it's for the right reasons, you will put in the work and you can succeed. I know it sounds so cliche and everything like that, but it's true. It's a matter of how much work you put in. Your grade is a reflection of how much effort and work you put into something. You know what I mean? So yeah. So if I had listened to that guy and never tried, I would still be in the same position I was 4 years ago, thinking that it could never be done, I could never do it. You know what I mean? So I really hope this video helps somebody. I don't know what everyone's going through. I don't know how many times you apply nursing school. I don't know if you're trying to do the NCLEX and it's not working out for you. But listen, sis, bro, don't give up. Keep trying to reach your goal and your dreams. I don't know if it's something else. Maybe it's not even nursing. Maybe it's something completely different, music. I don't know. Whatever it is. The main thing you need is just to believe in yourself and to believe in your dream, to believe in your goals, and have good work ethic to get there. Have the mentality and the work ethic you need to get to that point. That's all you really need, honestly. Because if somebody would have told me that I actually would have finished nursing school, that I would have graduated with honors, that I would have got a job, got hired on the spot, I would have been like, you're lying. It's never gonna happen for me. Like, no. You know what I mean? But thank God that I keep thinking to myself, like, do things now that your future self will thank you for. Like, I'm looking back at past Gloria, like 2015 Gloria, and I'm just like, thank you. Thank you so much for not giving up on yourself. Thank you so much for staying up all those nights and studying. Thank you so much for taking all those classes over again. Like, thank you. We are so, like, I'm happy now. Like, I'm just happy. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I really hope this video was motivational for you guys and encourages you. If you're in that weird feeling where you feel like giving up or you feel like you can't do something, I hope you come across this video and I hope that it really does encourage you and make you feel like you can. Because if I can do it, little regular schmegular me, like, I'm not special. I'm not anything special. I'm not smarter than you. I'm not like a regular person. Okay? So if I can do it, then that anyone can do it. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you guys liked it. Feel free to comment down below with your own experiences. Let's just encourage each other down in the comments below. Okay? Send positive vibes, positive energy. You know what I mean? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!